The staged alien war has begun. You are now within minutes of horror, and your only chances of survival is hitting that like button. With that being said, let's continue on with the video. I have said in previous videos that the government is indeed getting us mentally prepared for something when it comes to aliens and UFOs. For years, for decades, anytime somebody recorded or saw something in the skies that does not make any sense, that does not look like any type of vehicle that is man-made. It could have all these lights, it could be zigzagging, not playing with our laws of physics. They will come out and state, it's just a weather balloon. Go away, you kooky conspiracy theorist. For decades, over 70 years, the government had no knowledge of UFOs or aliens even existing. Yet now, in this very small pocket of time, I would say 2020 and onward, especially in 2023 alone, there has been a huge ramp up from the government about UFOs, about declassifying aliens. We have all these whistleblowers from the Department of Defense coming out. We have senators speaking out. We even had this big Congress declassification where these whistleblowers are talking to Congress, admitting the existence of UFOs. So they want to get us mentally prepared for the idea of UFOs and aliens. And you have to ask yourself, why? Why now? There was even an article I just read that even more whistleblowers are coming out, over 40 more whistleblowers. Even when the public are not asking about UFOs and aliens, because I do believe we are concerned about other things, the economy, inflation, the job market, even artificial intelligence. They are still taking it among themselves to tell us about UFOs and aliens. And we don't really need the government to let us know other things exist outside of what we see. It would be mathematically impossible that we are the only species in this vast universe. But like I said, the government really wants us to know. And you will know why they want us to know when you see what they have outlined for us on the UN's website, the 2030 Agenda, a transformative world. They want a one world government. They want singularity. They want everything to be one. So how would they achieve this? With Project Bluebeam, the staged fake alien attack. And it looks like this is what is indeed happening. They are testing out this project onto smaller villages. This is a slow burn, not only to test it, but to get us mentally prepared for an invasion. They're not going to start testing it in the middle of New York City or one big major city. No, it's going to be a slow buildup. So yesterday, terrified Peruvian villagers claim they are under attack from 7 feet tall aliens dubbed face peelers, as they plead with authorities to send backup. Members of the Ikitu tribe from the San Antonio native community have reported mysterious figures dressed in dark-colored hoods attacking the villagers, who live in the rural district of Alto Nanay, northeast of Lima, Peru. After one such attack, a 15-year-old girl had to be taken to the hospital. According to the community leader, the teenager narrowly escaped, but as a result of the struggle, they cut part of her neck. Now, according to the local media, members of the community are conducting night patrols to protect women, children, and the more vulnerable villagers, and have called on the authorities to send in the military. Now, this wasn't just seen by 1 or 2 people. An entire community have seen these aliens. Community members said they can't sleep because they are in fear. They claim to have attacked them every night for nearly a month since July 11th. We have met almost face to face. His face is hardly visible. I have seen his whole body floating at the height of over 1 meter, they said, suggesting that these beings were hovering. They also pleaded that they do need support for the community. The children do not sleep, and the mothers stay up at night. They appear to be armored. with one person saying, "I shot one of them twice, and he wasn't injured. He rose and just disappeared." They continue to add that their shoes are round-shaped, which they use to float. Their heads are long and they wear a mask, and their eyes are yellowish. So you mean to tell me this species that has mastered hovering, mastered technology, possibly mastered spaceflight or interdimensional travel, is skirmishing with a village in Peru? I don't buy it. This species could wipe us out in a flash and take whatever they want. But they are having troubles with a village in Peru. I don't buy this. Not saying the Peruvians are lying. That's not what I'm saying at all. What this does sound like to me is a training exercise. A training for Project Bluebeam. This sounds like one big psyop. It sounds like they are going to a remote village to test out their man-made equipment. Some villagers describe the aliens as being like Pelacaras. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Strange beings from folklore that feast on human faces, fat, and organs. Now, it is unclear if the authorities found anything to corroborate the villagers' claims, and if the government intends to deploy military personnel to the area for a sustained period of time to protect the villagers from this mysterious threat. As time progresses before 2023, I'm going to go ahead and say 2027 to 2029, we are really going to see more of these attacks in the news. We're going to see it happen into more villages, it's going to progress into the countryside, and then it's going to happen in more bustling cities. We're going to see more people freaking out on planes. I do believe, and I strongly believe, a good theory about the woman who freaked out on her flight was that what we were seeing were crisis actors preparing for a scene. These aliens are going to board planes under the disguise as a human. While in the air, they're going to lose their disguise. It's going to freak people out. More people are going to come out saying that person's not a human, that's not real, that's an alien. That is one of the top theories I do believe, because you have to ask yourself, why did nobody on that flight record the person she was talking about? Why did nobody get up and show concern? People keep saying, well, the person did speak out, the person did come out. It was a guy in a green hoodie. There was no guy in a green hoodie on that flight. That is a false narrative. The person in the green hoodie was on a completely different flight. The luggage compartments looked different. The staff looked different. And so there was a man with tattoos all over his face pretending to be the guy in the green hoodie who wasn't even on her flight. So at the end of the day, nobody knows who she was freaking out about. So again, you have to ask yourself, why did nobody stand up to record her seating location? Why did nobody record the person she was freaking out about? A bogus police report just came out, and no police has stated that they talked to the person she was freaking out on, or that person's family member, because it possibly is all just an act preparing for a staged event. There was a family who had a UFO crash in their backyard in Las Vegas who claimed that these aliens that they saw were about 7 to 10 feet tall. The police still has not come out and stated what they saw in that family's backyard. They never stated whether they saw anything, because from what we know, they scrubbed 16 minutes of camera footage of that backyard. This is all a psyop, once again, to get us mentally prepared and to get us talking about the existence of aliens. First there was the sightings, now there's a disclosure, and now, in perfect timing, there are the attacks. But what do you believe? I do want to hear from you. Are these alien creatures from other dimensions, from other planets, now ready to attack us? Or has Project Bluebeam, the staged fake alien attack, officially begun? I do want to know your thoughts. Please comment below. In any case, thank you so much for watching. If you do like this channel and you want to see more, please subscribe. If you're already subscribed, please like, as any engagement does help the channel grow. Once again, thank you so much for your support.